If you're looking for a super easy and very cost-effective way to make a storage system for your firewood, well, in today's vlog we're going to show you one that we do here on the farm, one that we just started using. Yes, you can make all kind of elaborate wood stacks and make all kind of elaborate storage systems and sheds for your firewood, but if you want to do one, if you want to put one together that's super easy and real quick and not spending a lot of money, in fact you can actually use free materials for the most part, well, we're going to show you that today. We're also going to have a little bit of fun along the way and maybe even a little drama too. Here you go.
Greetings, friends!
Our family sold almost everything, including our house in the city, to start a farm in the country. Join us as we share with you our adventures while we discuss farming, fitness, and everything in between.
And don't forget, we live in a yurt too. We are Farm Fit.
Alrighty, I don't know about where you live, but here where we live, it's finally feeling like fall. We actually have colder temperatures that are here. And that's giving me a little bit more pride to actually be ready with our firewood. We're behind on stacking it and organizing it. I don't actually live off-grid and don't plan to live fully off-grid, but we do utilize firewood to keep our home warm, our yurt. So one of the things that I need to do is we need to stack our wood to have it ready and easily accessible for bringing in to the house. And Ben, my helper here, very glad to have him back. He's been actually hanging out in Hawaii, so I'm glad he decided to come back from Hawaii to help us out, and he's going to be helping me today. He just helped me disassemble the greenhouse, and if you were watching our vlog before, you saw how the hurricanes, both hurricanes, did some work on our greenhouse, and it is not able to use anymore, so we just assembled it and knocked it out. And now we're going to take that aluminum, the scrap metal that was from the greenhouse. We'll take it to scrap metal place and recycle it. And then we're going to set up right here. We're going to set up a station for keeping our firewood. We're going to be using pallets and a tarp. We're going to show you how you can do the same. It's a real easy setup. It's a good way to keep your wood off the ground, keep it dry. Before we get started, we're gonna have to unload the truck here. Thankfully, we have a lot of connections for getting wood and mulch. So here's a load from a connection that we had that we picked up just yesterday. Ben's gonna help me unload it. And after we unload it, we're gonna go ahead and stack the items, the aluminum that we had from the greenhouse. And then after that, we're gonna show you our pallet storage for firewood. All right, now that we have the truck unloaded with wood here, Josiah here is gonna go ahead and sweep out the truck for us. Alrighty, and right over here we have a tarp. I like to use a tarp under your firewood because I have had a lot of problems with just the unwanted plants and just the grass just growing up under and around your areas that you're trying to work, especially when it comes to off season and you're trying to work in things on the field and with your animals and the garden. You don't want to have to be dealing with grass. So I like to put a tarp, some type of barrier down to keep the weeds from growing. So right here we're going to be using an old tarp. Has holes in it, but it has just enough width so that way we can put our pallets on top of it. So Ben here is going to cut off the areas that have holes in them, and we're going to use the area that doesn't have holes, put it under our pallets. Here you go, Ben. How's it coming, man? Just about done there. Doing a fantastic job. All right, since Ben is learning to drive here, we're gonna have him back the truck up right this way so we can go ahead and load the aluminum on there. Here you go, Ben. Okay. He did a great job, didn't he? Bang! We put it all mostly on the right side because I have other scrap metal that we're going to take to scrap yard. So we're gonna leave that open. We're gonna do that another time. Our focus today is mainly on the wood storage. Okay, right here we have a wood storage system that we did already, which we're basically gonna mimic and do the same thing in. In between each storage system, I want to have a walkway for being able to walk through them and also to be able to mow through them in the times where the grass is growing to help keep the grass and unwanted plants down. I would like to put one here, but we still have just a bunch of wood that has just been thrown here from the previous year. And then we're gonna have another walkway here. And then here we're gonna run our next system up. But before we get started, we need to clean this area out just a little bit. So instead of trying to dig it out by hand, because there were a number of pieces that were just gonna be really hard for Ben and I to move by hand, we decided to ask Lacie to bring the skid steer in and move it. However, as she was moving, we've forgotten that there's so much mulch buildup that there was some drama that took place. The skid steer actually got stuck. So we didn't get footage of this, but we had some help, Lacey's brother. We got it out of there. So now we just have to do some more stuff that we were trying to avoid by hand. We're gonna do it by hand now by just kind of spreading out some of this mulch and dirt that was tore up and shaken up from the skid steer. But we did get the skid steer out. Lacie had to go around the house the other way to get it out. But it's out. And now we're back to our project. So after the drama, we're back to work. Alrighty, so now that we have the terrain a little more evened out and we have the tarp down, it's getting a little warm out here. So I'm gonna have to take off my sweatshirt, get back to it.
Ow.
Woo! As we were putting together our pallet bins here, I have two challengers that challenged me to a duel. So, all right, did you give up yet?
No. Run,
No. This is the special move where I take another man and turn him against his partner. That's the poopy move. This is the move where they need to have a meeting together. Have we met each other yet before? Have you had a meeting? Have you had a meeting? Your powers are weak, old man. All right, I surrender. You win. My powers are weak.
Watch out.
You all right? Uh-oh, again. Alrighty, now that we have our firewood storage pallets set up, it's time to actually start putting the firewood in. I do want to say that you can add pallets on the back. That will just help keep things contained a little bit more. But we're going to keep it open on both sides, and we're just going to have them on the ends, just like on this setup right there. And right here is the wood stack that we're going to be working from to pull our wood to stack it right over there in the storage unit that we just set up. Well, that is it for this vlog. We still have a lot more work to do in stacking this wood. Eventually we want it to look like this wood stack here, but we have quite the ways to go. So we have our work cut out for us, don't we, everybody?
Yeah.
I also want to mention that we are relaunching or re-offering, I'm not sure if that's a word, we're offering our shirts again for our Farm Fit t-shirts. So if you want to get yours, I know those of you who are purchasing year-end gifts, make sure you click on the show notes below so you can get your shirt and you can get one for a friend or family member. But that's it for now. We'll see you
next time.
Hey, that's my line.
Thanks for watching.
Feel free to leave a comment below, even if it's just to say, hey. Also, make sure you don't miss any of our new videos. So, subscribe and sign up to receive notifications each time we release a new video. Also, you may want to check out these videos right here, and also check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. See you next time.